and thousands of dollars. But of course, this is 2020, and we can't do that.
Yeah, we're here virtually now, but that's okay because we're still going to have a wonderful evening, and we've got a lot of really wonderful talent and amazing videos and things for you to get a really good and clear idea of what ASC is all about.
Absolutely. Lindsay, help me introduce the individuals that are going to be answering the phones tonight.
Oh, our answering of the phoners, no, what is it? Phone answerers are Kayla Lake, Kieran Minter, and Mr. Frederick Price.
Looks like they're already doing something.
They are.
People already calling in?
I tell you what, these people have been calling in. They started, I think, about a little early. So I love folks that call in a little early because we love to get those donations in for sure.
So, speaking of calling in, here's what you have to do. Here's our phone number. Write this down. It's 870-536-3375. You call that number. We'll answer the phone, and then we'll take your donation. I believe we take all forms of credit cards and checks and things like that.
Visa, MasterCard, American Express, and Discover Card. And you can actually get our address from the folks that are answering the phones, and you can mail in your payment if you would like to do it that way, or you can go to our website at asc701.org. Right there on the home page, there's a spot for the telethon. You can click on that link and donate online as well.
Great. So this is Heart for the Arts, and we want you to enjoy tonight's programming, and we want you to call in and tell us how much you love the Arts and Science Center here in Pine Bluff, Arkansas, and show it with a donation of any amount. We don't care what it is. I think we raised like $750,000 last night.
Well, I'll take that care of Lindsay Collins. That's with 2 L's.
Well, we're going to have a lot of fun tonight. I think you can tell that already. Let's go ahead and get started. And we got a great lineup of some wonderful singers and dancers tonight. It's a lot of testimonials. And I think we're going to start with one right now, are we not?
We are. Let's take a look.
All right, take a look.
Hi, my name is Bethany Gear, and I've been a volunteer at the Arts and Science Center since I was about 18 years old. I have worked in just about every aspect that the theater has. I've stage managed, I've performed, I've choreographed, I've worked on sets and lights and sound and props and everything, so it's absolutely one of my favorite places to be. It's one of the reasons that I went to school and got my degree in musical theater. It's part of the reason why I do what I do now. I'm a choir teacher, and I love inspiring people to find what they are good at and to express themselves in different art forms. The Arts and Science Center has always been my safe place. It's the place that I go when I'm upset or I just want to see my friends, and it has really given me a whole other family of people that I can always count on. Lindsay and Kayla, we basically share a brain. We are the same person, and it's really good to find those people that you may not be related to, but the theater always brings us together. So I just love the Arts and Science Center. It is such an important place to me and so many other people, and I hope that you'll support us.
So I started volunteering at the Arts and Science Center with not very much theater experience, and I always felt, accepted regardless of that, and it really helped me find my love for theater and build some confidence that I didn't have before. And I didn't know that I loved theater as much as I do before I started volunteering there. And everyone is just really kind and makes it a fun time. And I just have no bad memories from being there. And I really love it.
Yes, I can. can, yes I can. I can jump a hurdle, I can let her girdle, I can eat a slitter, I can eat a letter. I can do most anything. Can you lick a line? No, neither can I. Anything you can sing, I can sing Slater. I can sing anything sweeter than you. No, you can't. Yes, I can. 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 Yes, I can.
Well, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that. Who was that?
Morgan Carson.
Yes, exactly.
Morgan's been doing stuff up here at the Arts and Science Center with her family, the Carson family, for years. And it's like she literally grew up overnight. I can remember her being like 9, and she was little bitty and super quiet. And now, look at her, she's talking for 3 people now. So,
Well, that was entertaining. So here at the Arts and Science Center, it's kind of like a big family, just like Lindsay was saying. And you meet people that you become friends with for the rest of your lives. And it's that way with everyone. The individuals back here answering the phones, they could testify to that as well. And it's been here for 52 years. It was established in 1968 as the Little Firehouse Community Theater. And the reason I know that so well is that 1968 was the year that Lindsay was born, I believe.
yes, let me get my walker real quick. No offense to any of those that were born in 1968. That was just pointed at Matt.
Anyway, so the Arts and Science Center is an accredited museum. It's accredited by American Alliance of Museums, and that's a distinction that not many museums can boast.
No, less than 4% of museums are able to be accredited the way that we were. And that's a huge accomplishment, not only for a museum, but specifically a museum in a place in Southeast Arkansas. I think that really kind of lifts the standard for the Arts and Science Center as a whole, to have that and be able to say, you know what, we are an accredited museum. And we have the wonderful event spaces and the galleries full of wonderful artwork that we have. And we want to tell them a little bit about some of the art that we've got?
Sure. Before we leave the accreditation, I was on the board when we were actually going through that process. And it was very expensive and very time-consuming. And it was a long, long process. And when it was done, everybody was so proud of what we had done because it was so hard. It really was. And we were being told the whole time by the organization that was giving us the accreditation that, you know, this is not being done by many community theaters anywhere. And as Lindsay said, less than 4% in the nation, museums and art centers like this can boast that distinction. So it's very important. So
it
anyway.
really is. And it's a wonderful little gold star in the ASC crown.
Absolutely. And about the permanent collection, you want to talk about the...
There's, what do we have? Is this over 1,700?
1,400?
Over 1,400 pieces in our permanent collection.
What does she know? She only works here.
You know, I just deal with the stage. But Cheney Jewell is our newest curator, and she is absolutely wonderful. And together with another employee here, Ashley Smith, they have cataloged and turned our... are in the process of turning our
collection?
The collection, thank you. Live theater, ladies and gentlemen. Our collection into a virtual collection. So you can also experience it and view all of the wonderful pieces online as well.
And we have artists from Arkansas, local artists. We have regional artists from the Delta. And we also have African-American artists. And that's what we kind of specialize in. That's what we focus on for our permanent collection. It's a big deal. It's locked away in big doors with locks on them and safe. And I mean, it's
the vault, and I call it the bat cave back there.
Certain degree. I mean, it's a big deal.
It is, and it's very creepy when it's dark because there's like those exit signs that glow, And I call it the back cave because it's just kind of stuck back there all the way in the back, but that way you know it's definitely secure and nobody's getting in there. So that's wonderful.
So speaking of our curator, I just got a message that someone has called in an anonymous donation of $100
Wonderful.
in honor of the curator that was before the one we have now, Dr. Lenore Schultz, who was also
Excellent.
the executive director before then. And so that's wonderful. I love Dr. Schultz. She became the executive director when I was directing my first musical here, 42nd Street. And I believe she did costuming for 42nd Street, maybe on Broadway somewhere. I think it was a big
so.
deal. She was wonderful, and she came and she's been here ever since. And so that's a wonderful anonymous donation for $100 in the name of Dr. Lenore Schultz. So thank you very much for calling that in.
Absolutely.
All right, so I think it's time to have another performance.
Yes, there is. But first, there is some information that's going to be shown to you about Meet the Curator.
Okay.
It's an experience that Cheney Jewell has interviews and talks to our artists that are currently on exhibit in the galleries. And it's a wonderful experience for people to be able to hear about that specific artwork that's on exhibition in the galleries, and kind of give them the insight, what the artist was feeling, and a behind-the-scenes look of what goes into putting together a wonderful exhibit for some people to come and enjoy. So definitely want to check that out, and I think there's some performances after that too.
All right, great. Stick with us. We'll be right back.
Nothing is so good it lasts eternally. Perfect situations must go wrong, but this has never yet prevented me wanting far too much for far too long. Looking back, I could have played it differently. What a few more moments, who can tell? But it took time to understand the man. Now at least I know him well. Isn't it good? Oh, so good. Wasn't he fine? Isn't it madness? He can't be mine. But in the end, he needs a little bit more than me. More security. Majesty and freedom. I know him so well. No one in your life is with you constantly. No one is completely on your side. And though I moved my world to be with him, still the gap between us is too wide. Looking back, I could have played things another. Learned about the man before I fell. I was just a little careless. I was never so much younger. I'm so much younger than now. I know him well. Wasn't it
Hey everybody, my name is Casey Rowland, and the arts to me has been everything since I've come up. It's I'm not gonna say all I really know, but it's who I am through music, through the dance, through the acting. That's what I know. The Arts and Science Center is one of the first places I actually got my big break, and I remember doing the Wizard of Oz under Rhonda Adams as the Scarecrow. So the Arts and Science Center, that's my heart, that's my soul, that's humble beginnings for me. So the arts is life, the arts is everything. And anybody and everything can grow and come from there. So the arts is what I do. That's what I love.
Hi, my name's Stephanie Ong. I was fortunate enough to be involved with the Arts and Science Center about 7 years ago, and growing up in Pine Bluff, I kind of just thought of the center as a place where my friends did shows, and after directing my first show there, I discovered that it is a place with so much potential. Theater has always been an important facet in my life. It uplifts and it encourages and it makes people think. It's so important to have that in the community, especially in Pine Bluff now that downtown is revitalizing, and I'm excited to see where the Arts and Science Center goes from here. I think theater is going to thrive there, and theater just builds communities and makes lasting friendships, so please support the arts.
Welcome back. Thank you, Rick Astley, with Never Gonna Give You Up from the 80s. Do you know that Rick Astley, like, is involved down here?
Yeah, well, I called in a few favors. I try to reach, everyone as I can.
Well, he looks awfully familiar.
He hasn't aged a bit, has he?
Lindsay, tell us who that was.
That is actually my son, Dorian Hunter. And we had the best time putting that together. It was an unspoken theme. Pretty much, we've kind of hinted at it's been an 80s theme because telethons were really huge in the 80s and 90s.
Yes.
And so I'm like, that would
Jerry
be so
Lewis.
much fun. Oh, absolutely. And so we wanted to kind of go with that.
Right.
And so Dorian, my son, who has one of the best sense of humor, he was like, I could do Never Gonna Give You Up by Rick Astley and Rick Roll everybody
Absolutely.
that's watching. And I said, do it. We're doing it. So that was him, and it was very fun. Thanks
Well, I
for that,
sang that
Dorian.
song all day today.
Did you?
I did. I did.
It definitely gets stuck in your head.
And the duet. Tell us about the duet there. That was magnificent.
Oh, that was I Know Him So Well from Chess, and that was Hannah Hill and Brooke Melton. And we reached out to them. They're from Southeast Arkansas, and we reached out to them, and Hannah is very active in the community theaters in the area, and she jumped at the chance to be able to share her talents with us, and we were so thankful to the both of them for jumping in and jumping out to help us with our telethon. So thank you very much, Hannah and Brooke.
Very, very nice. Yes, lovely voices. So a little more about the Arts and Science Center. Just north of the building here on Main Street, we have a project going on. In fact, there's Phase 1 and Phase 2, and we're about through with Phase 1, right? We're getting close on it. It's called the Art Space on Main. And it's basically it's a reuse project of a circa 1920s building, and we've gone through great lengths to try to keep all of that historical architecture on the interior, the features of the building, keep that intact. And so anyway, it's almost ready. It's going to open up. And Lindsay, tell us a little bit more about it.
It's so exciting. For those that have actually volunteered here, we referred to that building as the Annex for a long time, and it was just kind of the bane of our existence because it was so old and big, and we didn't really know, and we had all of our costumes and props and stuff set in there, and now it is absolutely stunning. Dr. Miller and the folks from AMI that have done the designing of that building have done a stellar job. It is full of new, yet kept as much of the original structure and the original feel of that building, from the brick walls to the murals that are painted on the walls. There's an OK Dairy mural that's painted on one giant wall that was, when you went upstairs, that was something that everyone was like, oh, that's so cool, and it's there, it's been sealed. Dr. Miller actually did a wonderful virtual tour on our Facebook page. So when you get an opportunity, you definitely want to check that out because she went from one end of the building to the other and up the stairs, and it's full of opportunity. That's all I see when I look at that building is opportunity and things that are going to be amazing for the community, specifically the arts community.
And so it's going to be a multi-use arts and events space. There'll be a community gallery, correct?
Yes, and speaking of the gallery, there is our online art auction is kicking off soon, if it hasn't already. And the art that is up for auction is actually hanging in the event space in the gallery of the art space. And you can check out, I believe they have all the pictures of them on our website and on our Facebook, but you definitely want to come in person to check that out. Right there on Main Street, 623, I think is the address.
It is, 623 South Main.
623 South Main, and you definitely want to come in person, not only to see the amazing artwork that is for auction, but to see the building in itself.
And so Phase 2 is the Artworks on Main. And tell us a little bit about that.
It is...
Because I'm really excited about this part of it.
It is going to be amazing. The Artworks on Main is an amazing project that we've got in the works. It will be revealed in 2021. It will contain a black box theater for an intimate gathering for performers and productions. It's a wonderful space that even, for our Live at 5 that we'll talk about later on this evening, will be over there in that black box theater. And it's also going to be a home to apartments for artists that come and lend their talents through either their exhibitions or through the artist registry, in which they come and work with us as a an artist in residence. And also for our interns that come in the summertime, there will be apartments for them available as well. So it's really exciting because it's so new and different, and I can't even talk about how exciting it is because
you're doing a good job. You're doing a great job. It's exciting, it really is, and it's gonna enhance what we can do down here as far as programming goes, as far as how we can give back to the community, and how all of our members and all the volunteers can enjoy this place just a little bit more, which is very, very hard to do because we have so much fun down here. But this is really going to take it to a new level.
It is. It really is. And I'm thrilled because arts in general, the arts in general, whether it's, performing arts, visual arts, any type of arts, they bring people together. And these two amazing spaces are going to be something that I really feel is going to pull this community here more strong together.
Well, I hope you're right, and I think you are going to see some sort of rebirth on Main Street when this thing opens. So coming up, we've got some great performances from Miss Tana's Dance Factory, those dancers that are fantastic, and a lot more coming up. So anyway, stick with us, and we'll be back in just a few minutes.
Simmons Bank has a lot of pride in Pine Bluff. It's been our home since 1903, but our goal has always remained the same: to help make our customers' dreams come true. From our headquarters downtown to more than 200 locations across 7 states. That's a lot of dreams coming true, and they all started right here in Pine Bluff. Simmons Bank, Pine Bluff proud.
Hi there, I'm Troy DeBille. I am an ASC board member, volunteer, and local public school teacher. And when people ask me what ASC means to me, it's really my home away from home. I moved here in 2004 from New York, and this was the first place that I went. I started volunteering and teaching classes, and my relationship just grew from there. It's a place that really is a cultural crossroad of the Delta, and I am so proud to be part of all of the amazing things that they have going on. I can't wait to see what's just around the corner. There is so much to be excited about in downtown Pine Bluff.
It isn't much, but it is enough.
Welcome back. That was wonderful. That was Kayla Lake. And you might say, man, she looks familiar because she's sitting right back here answering the phone.
It was the fastest quick change in history.
Fun fact, she did that at 2 in the morning while her husband was on graveyard. Anyway, it was fantastic. Thank you. It was from the musical Matilda, correct? All right, great. Our number, if you want to call us up and make a donation, it's 870-536-3375. If you'd like to go online.
On our website at asc701.org.
Excellent. We've had another anonymous donation in the amount of $100 come in in honor of Rilla Chandler. Rilla Chandler, by the way, was responsible, or is responsible, for me becoming a part of the Arts and Science Center back around probably 1990.
I never knew that.
Yes, yes. I was bartending, and she came in, and it was a great place. It was called Fume's, and it was a wonderful place, had a great piano bar, and I was bartending, and a play was coming up, and she and Tanya Simpson both said, you need to come audition. It was Crimes of the Heart. It was a straight play. It was wonderful. It was made into a movie also. And I got the part of Barnett Lloyd. It was a small yet pivotal role. And it started me on my love affair with the Arts and Science Center. And that was probably, like I said, 1990-ish, 1991. Showing my age here, but anyway, a wonderful donation there, anonymous donation in the amount of $100 for Miss Rilla Chandler. That's very nice.
Absolutely, I love Rilla. Thank you, Rilla.
So, memberships. Lindsay, how important is it that we get members of the Arts and Science Center?
Memberships are the lifeblood of ASC. They are what keep us going, keep our programming going. They are so vitally important. And they are something that everyone should try to get because they're not too expensive at all for a home of 4 people or less. I mean, it's not expensive. Businesses can get them. You're contributing to a wonderful cause and a fantastic organization. So memberships are super duper important.
And when you get a membership, you get discounts, do you not?
You do. You get a lot of perks
for tickets,
with
like
membership.
for all the programming that goes on in this theater. I believe you get a discounted rate, correct?
You do. You get discounts. The higher the membership, the more perks that you get. But just a basic membership, I mean, you get discounts on your tickets to come see a production, and you're also automatically put into receiving newsletters and postcards and all the information so that you're in the know before everyone else of what's going on here at ASC.
So it's very important. And like Lindsay said, there are numerous levels of membership. I think they start at $35 and they go all the way up to $1,000. And you get all types of benefits and perks for being a member of the Arts and Science Center. It's very important. So when you call in and if you want some more information on that, just ask the individual on the phone, and they'll be glad to give you all that information and obviously take your donation at the same time. So we're here tonight to try to raise money for the Arts and Science Center for Southeast Arkansas. It's called Heart for the Arts. And it's a telethon.
It is a telethon.
And it's not a telethon unless you're calling in. And as you can see, they're on the phones back here. So people are calling in, and we really appreciate that. So tell us what we're going to see tonight.
It's a modge podge of everything. I mean, we've got community members that, some people that have been seen on this stage, and even some that have been behind the scenes and never been on stage, are actually coming out and sending in videos for us to show everyone and to share everyone and to share their talents with the community, to show how proud of ASC they are.
Absolutely.
As well as, we've got testimonial videos. We've got videos with all of the activities. We really wanted to touch on every activity because a lot of people don't know about everything that we do here at ASC. And so it's important that we recognize all of the programs that we have available, and what your donations and what your memberships are making available and keeping available for the entire community.
Absolutely. And it's also important that I say something about those rock star boots you have on.
If Tiffany Lowry or Darby Wall are watching,
they are challenged right now. You have to go
Yes.
put your boots on and call in a donation.
If you know Tiffany Lowry or Darby Wall and are watching, text them or call them and tell them that they've been challenged to put their boots on and make a donation. And also, secretively, I'm going to challenge them to do that with their white jumpsuits as well. Inside joke, I hate those in normal, but it was just something pointed.
So if you've been watching from the beginning here, you would remember that there was a different podium, and Lindsay said when we went to a break, she said, you know, they can't see my boots. And I said, well, absolutely. So now we can see those boots.
And they shimmer and shine. You know, everything looks better when it's on the stage.
So 870-536-3375, call us up, make a donation. And now we're going to see some more testimonials and performances. We'll be back in just a minute.
The day starts, the day ends, time crawls by. Night steals in, pacing the floor. The moment creeps, yet I can't bear to sleep till I hear you sing. And weeks pass and months pass, seasons fly, still you don't walk through the door. And in a haze I count the silent days, till I hear you sing once more. In darkness I dream that you are there, but wake holding nothing but the empty air. And years come and years go, time runs dry, still I ache deep in my core. My broken soul can't feel alive or whole till I hear you sing once more. And music, your music, it teases at my ear. I turn and it fades away, and you're not here. Let hopes pass, let dreams pass, let them die. Without you, what are they for? I'll always feel no more than halfway real till I hear you sing once more.
In my life, I never thought I'd get a second chance. I thought it was done, then I met you. And though I never dreamed I could learn how to love again, I placed my bet, and you came through. I somehow still lost, I somehow always do. This this time feels new. Thank you for finding me, and thank you for the care, and forget you for making me think that this life might be fair. You promised to love me, a promise you kept, and I won't be sorry that you said to leave and I left. I won't regret what I did then, though it hurts more than I could imagine back when. All the same, even so, I could love you all over again. Am I always starting over in a brand new morning? That we're always back at one after all I've done? 'Cause I burned all of my bridges and learned every last lesson too. So how can I start new? I'll love our children both fiercely and well. When they ask about you, well, Lord, of the stories I'll tell. And I won't regret the lives I didn't lead. I knew you, I loved you, let that be all I need. Say that it's fate, say it's foretold. I'm through with fighting and I'm much too old. But the gods have to give, I'll take and I'll live and be bold. If we're always starting over every brand new story, then we're always back at one after all I've done. We can leave life for tomorrow or grieve all that we thought we'd do, or make each moment new. All that has happened is happening now. All that might happen is here somehow. All of the choices that made me me. All of the accidents yet to be. All that's ahead and all that's behind. It's all in the moment I made up my mind and opened my heart and start. Cause we're always starting over every life we're living. Yes, we're always just awake every step we take. And my love, our life is over, but love, I'll give you one last vow to start over and over and over somehow. My new life starts right now. Right now.
Hello there. My name is Ryan Watley. I am a 3-year member of the Arts and Science Center Board, and prior to that, a volunteer. I currently serve as Chief Executive Officer of Go Forward Pine Bluff. The Arts and Science Center is so important to our community. It provides opportunity for children at a young age to be able to progress into thriving artists and beyond. The Arts Center provides so much programming and opportunities for not only kids to grow as artists, but also for economic development through plays and other family engagement opportunities that reach throughout Southeast Arkansas. I'm so happy we have the Arts and Science Center located in Pine Bluff as an accredited arts institution. I could not be more proud of the work that Dr. Miller does, and she's truly transforming the place each and every day.
I'm excited about the art space, and I welcome you to be involved in the programming at the Arts and Science Center. Thank you.
And welcome back to the Heart for the Arts Telethon here in Pine Bluff for the Arts and Science Center at Southeast Arkansas. Weren't those some wonderful performances?
Absolutely, amazing talent.
My wonderful friend Bethany Gear, she just has such an incredible voice. It's just
so powerful.
Fills the whole room up.
Absolutely. And my friend Cody Mansfield has just out of nowhere, he just fell into our laps, so to say. And I'm so thankful that he sent us in those videos of his performances, because what a talent to share with people.
And a wonderful testimonial from Ryan Watley, another one of our good friends here at the Arts and Science Center. So another one of our programs, in fact, probably the longest running program that we have here, is called Live at 5. And it happens the first Friday of every month, correct? At 5 o'clock. And we feature local and regional talent, musicians, singers, and it's a lot of fun. I've been to many myself, and it's something that people in Pine Bluff actually look forward to. Of course, right now it's happening virtually, I believe.
It is. It's happening virtually right now. But that doesn't mean that it's not still amazing. It is. It's wonderful to have all this talent. I can't stress enough how thankful we are for talent that shares their talent with us. And Live at 5 definitely showcases some amazing musicians and bands and
your
artists.
donations help to keep that type of programming going on. And so it's so very important that you pick up the phone and call us at 870-536-3375 and make a donation. Or you can go online at
ASC 701. No, yes, ASC701.org, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I've just had another anonymous donation come in for $100.
Excellent.
And this one is in honor of Tanya Simpson. And it's so funny because I was just talking about Tanya before the last break, and Tanya and Rilla, of course, I said, were responsible for getting me involved in my very first play. And they were also in the show, and it was magnificent, and we've been friends ever since. Tanya has a wonderful talent. She's a great singer and has been involved in so many shows here in Pine Bluff for different events, different charities, different benefits, and so talented. We're so lucky to have her in this town, and maybe we can get her back on this stage sometime soon. So thank you for that donation. That was wonderful.
Absolutely. Tanya Simpson and Rilla, growing up, when I started doing stuff here, Rilla made us look really pretty with the lighting, and Tanya made us look really good, like we were actual dancers on the stage. And for those folks like myself that are not dancers, Tanya had the patience of Job.
You can dance. I've seen you dance.
It comes in waves. It's selective dancing. But Tanya does an amazing job, and we're so thankful to everything that both of those ladies have done for ASC.
Absolutely. They're great friends of the Arts and Science Center.
They are
here.
huge advocates.
So anyway, we've got some more talented people coming up. We've got some great testimonials. And so we'll go to that right now, but I will give you that number again. It's 870-536-3375. Call us up and make a donation.
Or at our website at asc701.org.
All right, well, watch this, and we'll be back in just a minute.
I really miss you guys at the Arts and Science Center. I wish I could be there some more. Anyways, to the point of the video. The way that theater changed my life is when I was casted as Ralphie. I never thought I was going to be casted anything. But whenever I was, it kind of changed my life because I didn't think I would ever make a good actor. But whenever we started the play, I felt like I was getting better and better at acting, so it changed my life, and I got better and better, started practicing more lines, started doing more within theater, and it just overall just made me super interested into drama and theater. Okay, well that's the end of the video. I'll see you guys, hopefully, when I get to go back to the Arts and Science Center. Bye.
I love ASC. It is great there. I had a great opportunity last winter to be in the Christmas story. It was awesome there. I met a lot of new people and a lot of friends. The cast was great. It's awesome at ASC. They also have a great art gallery and a lot of sculptures. They also have a lot of other stuff. It is awesome there. I love ASC.
Share my life, take me for what I am, 'cause I'll never change all my colors for you. Take my love, I'll never ask for too much, just all that you are and everything that you do. I don't really need to look very much further. I don't wanna have to go where you don't follow. I'm holding back again, this passion inside. I can't run from myself. There's nowhere to hide. Your love I remember forever. But don't make me close one more door. I don't wanna hurt anymore. Stay in my arms if you dare. I must stay imagine you there. Don't walk away from me. I have nothing, nothing, nothing. Don't make me close one more door. I don't wanna hurt anymore. Stay in my arms if you dare. I must stay imagine you there. Don't walk away from me. No, I have nothing, nothing, nothing if I don't have you.
Oh, didn't see you standing there. I'm Sandra Fisher. I'm the Arts and Science Center Board of Directors Chairman for 2020. We had a wonderful year planned for you. So many exciting things are happening. We had shows, the children's shows, our new theater that's opening in our new facility. Then COVID happened, and we had to reimagine a lot of things. We had to close down the gallery for a while until it was safe for the visitors to come in. Well, I discovered the Arts and Science Center in 2001. It was wonderful. I did my first show, Razzle Dazzle. Pretty awesome. Being a girl from Los Angeles, there were plenty of museums, movie sets, theaters to attend, and I was really missing all of that activity from home. So I became a docent and did tours for some of the elementary and junior high school students in Pine Bluff and from surrounding communities. And anyone else who had a group that wanted to tour the facility, I was on it. I've also worked backstage to help with stage sets, lighting. I learned to run the soundboard. I called a show from left stage once also. It's just wonderful. There's so many things to do and so many activities to be involved in, from the arts to science and family fun days that are free to the public. You know, it's kind of like my second home. Excuse me, up here.
And welcome back. Man, that was some good stuff.
It really is. It's exciting to see everything all together.
I know.
And you know, really kind of showcase everything that we do here. We do a lot of stuff
I
here.
have to say though, the trio that you saw dancing, I was a little partial to the girl on the very far right.
Oh.
Yeah, well, that's my daughter.
Oh yes,
That's
yes.
Isabella. She and Cassidy Jones and Kennedy Canada have been dancing together for a long time, and they go to competitions, and they're fantastic. So I enjoyed watching my daughter and Kennedy and Cassidy. They are wonderful.
And how about that Sandra Fisher?
Sandra is actually the chairman of the board right now. Did you know that?
I did know that. She is amazing. She does everything.
She's been involved in so many razzle-dazzles over the years. Most of the ones that I've directed and performed in, and she's performed in. She's always a staple in the dancers.
Oh, absolutely.
And she's just fantastic.
She has her. She does everything. She's done potpourri. She's done receptions. I mean, Sandra just kind of puts her finger in all these different pies, and we are so thankful for the Sandras of the world.
Well, and
because
you know
they're
how
awesome to have.
you know how important it is to have someone involved in whatever you're doing that you can count on.
Absolutely.
And if Sandra takes on something, says she's going to do it, you know it's going to get done. So wonderful testimonial from Sandra. We love her so much down here at the Arts and Science Center.
Absolutely. We actually just got in another $100 donation in honor of Tyson Travis.
Ah, Mr. T.
Oh, I love me some Tyson Travis.
Absolutely.
That's we did Chicago many, many years ago, and Tyson ran the pin rail, which is the rope system that brings the curtains in and out. And every single performance, he would dance to When You're Good to Mama. And it was a full-on production backstage, only for the crew members. Well, one of the last nights of our rehearsals, we actually flipped it, and the cast became the crew, and the crew became the cast. And they put a wig on Tyson Travis, who, if you don't know, over 6 foot tall, bearded man, and put a wig on him, and he performed the entire number.
A colonel, no less.
A colonel, no less. And performed the entire number right here on the stage. He was absolutely hysterical. So that $100 donation, thank you very, very much in honor of Tyson Travis.
And the pin rail is right back here, and we've talked about, last night I talked a little bit about this theater and our fly space. Well, the pin rail is right here, and I'd say probably 80% of the shows that I've been involved in down here, Tyson Travis could be located on that pin rail every night. And such a great friend of the Arts and Science Center. So that's
Absolutely.
a wonderful donation in his name.
I do need to interrupt and correct myself. Earlier I mentioned our architects that helped design the art space. And it is AMR Architects. I said AMI, and I'm very apologetic because it's AMR Architects. And they have been wonderful to work with. They are so patient and so kind and amazing at delivering what we're wanting. And I also want to give a giant shout out to Randy Kelly, who's actually in the booth right now, sending us to all of your homes via this wonderful multimedia communications department with UAPB. And we are so thankful to UAPB, to the multimedia communications department, and we're looking forward to more collaborations with them. I think it's the beginning of a beautiful relationship.
Thank you, Randy. Thank you so much. And don't forget, while we're here tonight, while we're doing this, it's a telethon. And we'd like for you to call in. If you're enjoying what you're seeing, if you're entertained, or if you miss this place because of the pandemic and you can't come down here and be a part of things down here, call us up and make a donation. 870-536-3375 or online at
ASC701.org.
Absolutely. So in that last segment, you saw at the very end a lot of summer camp pictures about what goes on at our summer camps. And they've been going on here for decades. And it's a very important part of what we do during the summer when kids are out of school. We provide programming here at the Arts and Science Center, and they come down here on a daily basis. They learn all kinds of stuff and have a great time. Parents love this. It's part of the programming that we provide with the donations that you make. So I'm going to ask Lindsay to tell us a little more about summer camps.
And this year it looked so much different because we were a hybrid summer camp. We were we limited the amount of students that we were able to have in the building. And so we did a hybrid where we had some kids in the building and then we had some kids virtually. So what you saw in that last montage was a combination of how we handled this. Because we really wanted to make sure that we had something for everybody this summer. Because we couldn't just not have anything because, it's been a tradition and we have all this wonderful educational opportunities. So we didn't, plus we're the Arts and Science Center. We're STEAM-based, which is science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics. So we have the power to do that and go virtual. So we took advantage of that and did that this summer.
And that was a success, right?
It was a success. And it's so weird to be in this virtual world, and I think we're all kind of adjusting to it.
How did the kids do? How did they do?
They loved it because they didn't have to. There were kids that came in their pajamas, and I loved it
because you were in your pajamas?
Probably. With my bandana and my frumpy hair. Because it was they're in their homes and they're able to, I guess, feel a little bit more like they're able to express themselves. It's a lot less difficult than I thought it was going to be. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun this summer.
Switching gears before we go back to more performances and testimonials, can you tell us a little bit about our teaching artist residencies that we have here?
We actually had 3 artist residencies this past summer, correct? Is that right? 1 in April, 1 this summer, and then 3 in October. That's where I got the 3 from. And what it is we partner with, what are they called? I have Dr. Miller down here, she's going to be up here to talk with us in just a little bit, but she's feeding me. Certified teaching artists. And they collaborate with the Arts and Science Center. They work with us. Here we go. I'm going to get it now. They work with us in collaborating to build content and experiences based on the exhibits that we have going on in the galleries.
Okay, well, I'm sorry to stump you there, Lindsay. I thought perhaps because you wrote all of this, you might know a little something about it, but that's great. I'm glad we have Dr. Miller right down in front here.
Y'all know I can't remember dialogue for anything.
Anyway, we're having a great time. We're getting ready to go back to some more performances, and we want you to call in at 870-536-3375 or go online at, Lindsay?
ASC701.org.
All right, great. So enjoy this, and we'll be back with you in just a minute.
That we spend all of this time preparing and prepping, and Cinderella gets all of the attention. Oh wait, there is an audience! Hi, audience! Why would a fellow want a girl like her, a thrill and fluffy beauty? Why can't a fellow ever once prefer a solid girl like me? She's a frothy little bubble with a flimsy kind of charm, and with very little trouble, I can break her little arm. Ow! Why would a fellow want a girl like her, so obviously unusual? Why can't a fellow ever once prefer a usual girl like me? Her cheeks are a pretty shade of pink, but not any pinker than a rose's. Her skin may be delicate and soft, but not any softer than a doze's. Her neck is no whiter than a swan. She's only as dainty as a daisy. She's only as graceful as a bird. So why is the fella going crazy? Oh, why would a fella want a girl like her? A girl who's merely lovely. Why can't a fellow ever once prefer a girl who's merely me? What's the matter with a man? What's the matter with a man? What's the matter with a man? Hey, there's a prince! Where's he going? Really? Yes, he's witty. Well, that's true. So disarming. And I really like the way he holds me. That's true. Clever, cunning, ever charming. How do I make him see I'm special? It's a pity. It's a pity. I'm as pretty. I'm as pretty. And I've got the patience of a perfect saint. So I'm waiting. Always waiting. Nevertheless, I'm in a mess. Loosen my dress. I got you, girl. Help me, I'm starting to. Why would a fellow want a girl like her? A girl who is dizzy. Why can't a fellow ever once prefer a high-strung girl like me? Her cheeks are a pretty shade of pink, but not any pinker than a rose's. Her skin may be delicate and soft, but not any softer than a doze's. Her neck is no whiter than a swan. She's only as dainty as a daisy. She's only as graceful as a bird. So why is the fella going crazy? Oh,
Burn down the bed. Burn down these voices inside my head. Lay down with me. Tell me no lies. Just hold me close or patronize. Don't patronize. I can't make you love me if you don't. You can't make your heart feel something it won't. Here in the dark, these final hours, I will lay down my heart and feel the power if you want. No, you won't. I'll close my eyes and I won't see the love you don't feel when you're holding me. Morning will come and I'll do what's right. Just give me till then to give up this fight. And I will give up this fight. 'Cause I can't make you love me if you don't. You can't make your heart feel something it won't. Here in the dark, in these final hours, I will lay down my heart and feel the power if you want. No, you won't. 'Cause I can't make you love me. No, no, no. If you don't, say you ain't gotta love. You ain't gotta love. You ain't gotta love me. I can't make you love me, no. I can't do it. But I tried my best. But you put my heart through the test. No, 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 no. Why would you do this to me? Oh, can't you see that I'm crying out to you? Yes, I can't make you love me if you don't.
How's it going? My name is Jonathan Hoover, and I'd like to talk to you about the Arts and Science Center for Southeast Arkansas and what it means to me. I'm a Pine Bluff guy. I'm from Pine Bluff, just like my dad, just like his dad, just like his dad. I've lived here almost all of my life, and I've got a lot of fond memories of growing up here. One that stands out and above all the others, I don't remember exactly what year, but it would have been the mid-'80s. I was very young, and my grandmother loaded me and my cousin Ashley up in the car to take us to Jefferson Square because Santa Claus was going to make a personal appearance. He was coming straight from the North Pole in his helicopter. And we get out there, and there's a little area roped off with a mechanical sleigh, and sure enough, here comes Santa Claus, straight from the North Pole in his helicopter. Reindeers only work on Christmas Eve, magic. But he gets out of the helicopter and into the sleigh and makes a few laps around the lot there, throwing these little small candy canes out into the crowd. And I didn't get one. And I was devastated. My cousin, now, she had two. So she gave me one, and oh, that meant the world. Because that was, you know, one of Santa's magic candy canes. I mean, this wasn't the guy at the mall. This was Santa. Had a helicopter and everything, right? And it was real. It was magic. And if you can take a feeling that strong and put it in a jar and hand it to a kid, and, you know, here you go, kid, I want to share this type of feeling with you. That's the kind of thing we do here. One of the first shows I ever did was Peter Pan. And I remember the Saturday matinee, we had a matinee for just kids. So the entire front row was like little 4-year-old girls. And after the show, one of them asked Stacy McNulty, the director, if she could meet Tinkerbell. Which, you know, it's great. The only problem is Tinkerbell was a laser pointer with Michael Carter ringing a bell into a microphone. So we sat her on the edge of the stage right here where I'm sitting. And he got into the catwalk and put a laser pointer right there on her shoulder, like Tinkerbell was sitting on her shoulder. Interpreted, and we interpreted what Tink was saying to the little girl. And the look on her face, I can't describe. All I can say is it was real, and it was magic. Donations, our fundraising efforts, that's what keeps this place going. It's community. It's a beautiful thing. And it's a hell of a thing to be a part of. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Welcome back, everybody. My name is Rachel Miller. I am the Executive Director for the Arts and Science Center here in Pine Bluff. I hope that you have been enjoying tonight's telethon. I wanted to kind of give some shout outs to some of the folks who have called in and have made donations online. So we would like to thank Claire Campbell, Jonathan Wilson, Juanita Curry, Dave Sadler, Troy DeBill, and Catherine Vanderwood. Thank you for making those donations online. And then some of our recent phone calls, from Tiffany Lowry. Love you, Tiffany. Peter Kindshi, I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing that correctly, and Christina Kilby. Thank you so much for your recent donations to the Arts and Science Center. We are very grateful for our volunteer community. It truly took a village to put this event on. The Arts and Science Center consists of nine employees. One of those employees is part-time. And when you are unable to get together with your volunteers and your visitors and other community members to put on a live event, you have to sort of find ways to connect with people virtually. And we were completely astounded by the amount of people who came together virtually to create this two-night event. It's our first time doing it. Of course, we're going to have tech problems, but we really appreciate everyone who has tuned in each night to enjoy the great talent from Pine Bluff, Jefferson County, and Southeast Arkansas. I really would like to give a very big thank you to the City of Pine Bluff, Mayor Washington and the City Council members. We are very grateful for your continued support for the Arts and Science Center and for our growing campus with the art space and Artworks on Main. I'd also like to thank the Pine Bluff Advertising Promotion Commission for making it possible for us to promote our programs this year and to promote what we have going on next year with our expanding list of events and activities through our new projects. And of course, we would not be here today if it wasn't for our many donors and members and granting organizations who have had continued faith in the Arts and Science Center and have the same love and belief in our mission, and know that we actually stay true to what we promise. That when we say we're going to do something, we deliver it, and we make sure that when we deliver it in a way that it's sustainable. And so this year has been a challenge for us, but because of our community, because of our city support from the city and our donors and our members and the various foundations and other granting organizations that have the true faith in us, we've been able to survive. And so we are really looking forward to what we can provide to you next year for 2021. And thank you again for tuning in for the last night of the Heart for the Arts Telethon.
Facing away from the mirror. From the top. A 5, 6, 7, 8.
Money, 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 always sunny in a rich man's world. why don't we paint the town? And all that jazz, I'm gonna rouge my knees and roll my stockings down. And all that jazz, start the car, I know a whoopee spot where the gin is cold but the piano's hot. It's just a noisy hall where there's a nightly brawl. And all that jazz.
Cash to burn. Well, I'm selling something you won't return. Hey, little girl, take me off the shelf. 'Cause it's hard having fun playing with yourself. Once you browse through the whole selection, shake those hips in my direction. A pretty package you never did see. Take me home and then unwrap me. Shop around, but little darling, I've got to be the lady's choice. The lady's choice. It's the lady's choice. I'm the lady's choice. The lady's choice. I'm the lady's choice, choice, choice. I'm the lady's choice.
Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I want to be a part of it. New York, New York.
I love you, NY. City of lights, city of dreams, city of sirens, city of kings. You can feel the light flow through these streets. This is where the great ones stomp their feet. From the boogie down on over to uptown. Staten Island, BK and back down. Manhattan, what's happening? Let's stop, baby, stay packing. And why, how I hate to leave her. Keep her sounds coming out my speaker. The city don't sleep, so I won't either. In my heart is where I keep her. The electricity. As for blue eyes and needy green. That of New York's the place for me.
If I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York.
Hi, I'm Emily Burris. I'm going to tell you really quickly about why the Arts and Science Center is one of my favorite places in Pine Bluff. So I've always loved the arts. I've always loved music. I've always loved dancing. All of those mixed together have been great. And the Arts and Science Center has really provided me a place since I moved to Pine Bluff in 2018 where I can use all of these interests and all of these loves and show them off for those around me. This place has become like a home away from home in the summer times whenever I get to do shows there. And it has provided me with people who have become a community and a family and great friends that I get to talk to and laugh with and perform with, and it's just been one of the greatest places for me to be able to go, and I love it so much.
And welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that. That was Ticket to Broadway from Miss Tana's Dance Factory, and that's actually my sister. Tana Cook is a wonderful choreographer in Whitehall, Arkansas, and those dancers were fantastic. My daughter was in there, my nephew was in there, and just a lot of kids from Whitehall. Speaking of Whitehall, we want to thank the city of Whitehall, Mayor Noel Foster, and the City Council for their support over the years for the Arts and Science Center. Whitehall is extremely important to this community and the Arts and Science Center, and just wanted to make sure that we said thank you to Whitehall and all those fantastic dancers that we just saw. You also saw some clips from Clue.
Yes.
Clue was our first attempt at a virtual production. Am I correct?
It was, and it was a very it's an interesting thing because the script that we got for Clue was specifically written to be performed virtually, which is really awesome. And that a lot of these places that we were able to get our rights for productions are actually going in that direction because we're not able to bring the theater here, so we brought it to everybody at home. And the really fun thing about Clue was that we had a couple of sessions where the entire cast, socially distant, met together. We read through the script a couple of times, and then we brought everybody in one at a time to record their dialogue, and then we put it all together and created this super hilarious, fun virtual experience for our audiences. And I think it turned out great. We had a blast doing it. And we were really excited to have something like that.
Had some great feedback, and it's just it's a different world right now, and the way those things come together, it's just amazing. I really am impressed.
Me too. It was you know it's we roll with the punches, and we were able to do something that we've never done before, and it was a learning process. Kayla can attest to that. She's on the phone at the moment, but Kayla can attest to that. It's definitely a learning experience. I think all of us are kind of learning as we're going with all of these new ways to present things to people. But it was definitely fun. It was very well received, and I had a blast, and so did the cast. It was awesome.
So are the donations still coming in?
Yes, we actually just got in another $100 anonymous donation in honor of Mr. Matt Soto.
What?
That's you. Someone likes you enough to give a donation for you.
My mom must be watching.
Going back just a smidge to Clue, Rilla Chandler came back and was in Clue. We talked about her a little earlier, and we had some veteran performers that came back that haven't done anything on this particular stage in years, and we were able to do this and bring people together virtually, and I think that was a very exciting thing to add to
So do you think we'll do any more of that?
Yes, I do. Now that we kind of know what we're doing, I think it'll be a great idea.
Well, good, good. So coming up in this next segment, we're going to learn about Create Lab, and it's basically about healthy eating and teaching kids how to eat healthier. Can you speak about that a little bit?
Yeah, it is about eating healthy, but it's also about how to cook it for yourself and learn to be independently cooking for yourself and how to make the choices that make them healthier choices.
So we're talking about more than just taking a pizza out of a box and putting it in the oven.
Exactly. No,
Okay.
it's way more. And Kieran, who's on the phone again, I keep catching everybody when they're on the phone. Kieran was a part of the Create Lab program here at ASC that's been going on. It's led by Faith Anaya. And in this upcoming section, we're going to hear from her about her experiences working through ASC with her program, Kids Cook, out of Little Rock. And we're going to hear from her about her experiences working with particular in ASC with this program. But it's a wonderful way to kind of instill that healthy lifestyle and healthier choices for how we and what we ingest and put in our bodies and how to make it taste really good, too.
Well, that certainly sounds extremely important, and I might have to come down here and be a part of that.
The entire building smells
I
amazing.
I need that. I really do. I do.
Me too. As you can tell, I don't know, I had to take my boots off because fashion is wonderful, and I love those people because they make your legs look great, high heels. But after a while, they just kill my feet. So I'm sorry, Joel. I'm sorry, Mom. I had to get comfy. I'm sorry, Dr. Miller, but it's comfortable.
Maybe you could come up with some sort of program here at the Arts and Science Center on how to, make something like that work instead of
high heels.
High heels.
I'll come up with it. It's definitely steam-based.
It is some sort of steam.
It is.
I want to remind you about memberships. We'd love for you to become a member. We have all different types of membership levels at different prices to fit your budget. So please call us up and ask about that. And don't forget to give us a call at 870-536-3375 and make a donation. No donation is too small. So please pick up the phone and do that. If you're enjoying tonight's programming, let us know about it and chat with us online. So we'll be able to give you some feedback from your chat and your experiences that you're having tonight with us.
Absolutely. It's been fun. I'm having a great time. I hope everybody out there is, because I'm having a great time.
Well, we are competing with the Arkansas Razorbacks, so we understand that. But I think they're playing well. I haven't watched any of it, obviously, but we certainly appreciate you deciding to be with us tonight. We're here having a great time, and we want to make sure that this place continues to go. And it's doing great. I'm not alluding to anything there. I want you to be a part of this. If you haven't ever been a part of this, you need to come down and be a part of this. We hope that you will be a part of this family sometime soon. And make a donation. And coming up, we're going to see something from Mr. Dave Sadler, and also a great Red Skelton skit from our friend Chris Carey, who's just a true gem. He's so genuine.
Amazing. Wonderful. The truest and nicest and kindest person, and I wish we didn't have to continue to social distance, because he gives the absolute best hugs that you'll ever receive.
Well, that's coming. That's coming again. And not a minute too soon. So stick around with us after this, and we'll be back. Thank you.
My name is Faith Anaya, and I run the Create Lab program here at the Arts and Science Center. I love it here. Kids are great, and it's just a terrific place to work, and we're having a great time with it. Well, they're learning science, and they're learning math, and they're learning baking, and they're learning art. We do everything because cooking is about all those things. Baking is about the ability of science to work. Today they are baking scones, and they're demonstrating why you need baking powder to bake. Last week we made cauliflower dip using cauliflower, and next week we're going to make Ethiopian food using normal ingredients like chicken, potatoes, and carrots, but putting unusual spices on them. Oh, it's a life skill. How to take care of yourself, how to take care of your physical health, your mental health, and plus it's community building, things that you do, food you do with the people you love. Oh my gosh, the best staff.
do. Hey, nice to see you. Nice to see you. I'm Clem Cadiddlehopper, and is it good to see you all again. You know what I've been doing since last time I saw you? Well, for one, I got married. Boy, married life is great. Hey, she's got her pad and I got mine. I've also started a rabbit farm. Yeah, I'm raising rabbits now. But these are no ordinary rabbits, no. Oh, these are actually smart rabbits. They've never been outdoors. Yeah, they're ingrown hares. But these rabbits are so smart that they actually mind me pretty well. I just shake a stick at them and go, "You mind me." Oh, one time two of them acted up and I locked them up in the barn for a few days. I'll never do that again. Know why? I went to check up on them. Well, I had more rabbits than I could shake a stick at. Tonight I'd like to recite to you a little poem I wrote. A poem set to the same cadence as Rudyard Kipling's poem Boots. You've all heard Boots? You've never heard Boots? Boots, boots, marching up and down again. Boots, boots, in the slush and in the rain. Cannons and guns firing far beyond the range, and there's no silence in the night. Now you heard it. This poem I wrote is set to the same cadence, but instead of boots, this is called frogs. Yeah, frogs. Now, I'll just prepare myself. And now for the finishing touch. I've heard it myself. I don't care for it. I don't mind reading it to you, but I ain't gonna suffer, I'll tell you that. This poem is called Frogs. Alright, here we go. Frogs, they are everywhere. Frogs, frogs, frogs' croakings fill the air. Louder, louder, louder is their blasting blare, and there's no silence in the night. Frogs, frogs, croaks heard 3 miles away. 5, 6, 7 beyond that they say. Frogs, frogs, multiplying more each day, and there's no silence in the night. Now there's some undertone chittering going on out there. Either you hush up or I'll clear the hall. And about 2 more verses ought to do it. Frogs, frogs, don't try to seek them out. Frogs, frogs, frogs hiding all about. Grab, grab, grab their throats and wring them out, 'cause there's no silence in the night. Frogs, frogs, their good is only bad. Flirting, flirting, flirting on the lily pads. Mom, mom, Mom says no, but you know, Dad, there's no silence in the night. Frogs, frogs, don't you know the strange? Frogs, frogs, please, please, please refrain and listen. Frogs, frogs. No silence in the night. Thank you. Thank you very much.
So good evening. I'm James Andrew Mincy. I'm on the board for the Arts and Science Center for Southeast Arkansas. I've been in love with this community and the Arts and Science Center for over 2 decades. So y'all have invested in me, and you've loved me, and you've given me opportunities to grow and strengthen my talents. So I remember 24 years ago, I set foot on that stage for the first time in the role of Frank in 7 Brides for 7 Brothers. It was so much fun performing with other community leaders such as Dr. Reed Pierce and Craig Wilson and many, many others. And I loved how we merged our talents together to bring joy and entertainment to this community. And I wanted to thank the Arts and Science Center for the past 24 years and for the many more years to come.
Hi, my name is Kieran Mentor, and I'm 15 years old, and I've been volunteering at the Arts and Science Center since I was 11, and I've been on the crew, and I've been in shows, and the Arts and Science Center means a lot to me. They treat me just like family, and I can't wait till the theater opens back up so everybody can be brought back together. Before I started volunteering at the Arts and Science Center, I had no interest in theater at all, and now it's what I want to do after I graduate college. Thank you for watching our telethon. It means a lot to us.
And welcome back to the Heart for the Arts Telethon here at Arts and Science Center in Pine Bluff, Arkansas. We hope you are having a good time with us tonight, watching these wonderfully talented people and hearing all these great testimonials. And hopefully you're calling in some donations. And speaking of donations, we've had some really nice donations come in.
We have indeed. Angie Andretti donated $50, and Terry Tripp donated $100 in honor of Dr. Rachel Miller.
Ah, how sweet. And we've also had a $200 donation in honor of Claire Campbell and the precious Nan Simmons for their duet in 1995's Razzle Dazzle from Gypsy, If Mama Was Married, and it was fantastic. I was in that show, and we certainly love Claire and miss Nan with all of our hearts. She was a dear friend of the center and of this community, and she's greatly missed by everyone.
Most definitely.
So anyway, we're moving along. We're getting towards the end of our telethon tonight, and we have a few more performances coming up, right?
We do. We have a couple of more performances. We do.
But before we do move on to that, I'd like to talk about our Family Fun Day program and what it offers and what that's all about.
Our second Saturday Family Fun Day is an opportunity every second Saturday of the month for everyone to come to the center. As of right now, everything's been virtual, and we've been doing take and makes where you can come to our lobby and pick something up and take it home and make it. But it really brings out the artistic nature of everyone to come and do some crafts with us and some science experiments and things of that nature. It's a wonderful program that's been going on for a long time. It's usually led by our public programs coordinator, Shakila Rahman, who I absolutely adore. And but in addition to our second Saturday Family Fun Day, we also have a recurring event called Tinkerfest, which is an event that we're partnered with the Museum of Discovery. And usually there's a theme that goes around every year for Tinkerfest. And this year, our theme was Stay Safe. And we focused on the different ways to keep yourself and others safe during the pandemic that's going on right now. They created their own hand sanitizer. They learned how to make a no-sew face covering, and they were able to decorate it however they wanted, so and personalize it. Then they also learned about how far a sneeze can travel and why the 6 feet of distance is such an important distance to keep from each other to keep each other safe.
That's really, really cool.
It was very cool. I enjoyed it. It was.
They made their own hand sanitizer?
They did. They had aloe. They had.
You could charge for that. Like months ago, you couldn't find any.
Yes, well, but as you know, the Arts and Science Center for Southeast Arkansas. I love that segue. That was great. The Arts and Science Center for Southeast Arkansas, 80% of our programming that goes on here is absolutely free to the public. We do offer scholarships for camps and other types of programs. But I mean, 80%, that's a huge, and everything is free. It's all, come on in, you can come to the galleries for free.
And the way that we're able to do that is through your donations, through your memberships. So it's so important that you call us up and join or give us a donation, and we can do all of these things and continue to do them, even through a pandemic. I think you'll find that the people down here at this Arts and Science Center are extremely creative, and they're going to find a way to reach you. I promise you that, which is what we're doing tonight. And we really appreciate you all being a part of this event this weekend. I would like to say thank you to Pine Bluff Sand and Gravel for their continued support of the Arts and Science Center. They're just a great friend of the center, and they sponsor things like the annual exhibition of the Pine Bluff Art League, and they've also been the sponsor for Volunteer Night, which we're really looking forward to doing again sometime soon, and thanking all of our volunteers. So thank you, Pine Bluff Sand and Gravel. And I think we have one more segment, if I'm not mistaken, and we've got some wonderful things coming up in that segment.
We actually have 2 segments left, but this one segment that we're about to get into is going to touch on the second Saturday Family Fun Day and Tinkerfest, as well as there is a fantastic performance by a Southeast Arkansas native, Hannah Hill.
Okay.
And so we're looking forward to that, and I hope you guys enjoy it because it's wonderful.
All right, well, we'll be back in just a minute, so enjoy this.
face. I see a lifetime in this place. I feel at ease. Wallpaper peeling, paint wearing thin. Here's where I end and begin. I don't need a roof to say beside you. No goodbyes needed today. Hear what the rain says. Know what it knows. After the rain, something grows. I don't need a roof to say I love you. I don't need a roof to call you mine. I don't need adventure in some faraway frontier. I don't need a roof to feel you near. All I need is you and you forever. All I feel is true and absolute. I don't need a legal deed to help me play my part. I don't need a roof to hold my heart. Stay with me. Stay with me.
Hi, my name is Lily. And my name is Violet. We like the Arts and Science Center so much because we get to see the art in the galleries, and we get to make a whole lot of friends and do different activities, and we get to participate in the theater. Bye! Bye!
Welcome back, and I hope you enjoyed that wonderful performance from Miss Hannah Hill. Such a talented individual, and we hope that she comes to the center and graces us with her presence on this stage sometime soon.
Absolutely.
She was fantastic. And also the great ad that you were responsible for Robinson and Fuller and Mr. Adam Robinson, who is such a champion of this facility and this organization over the years. We lost Adam last year, but this place goes on, and this stage is primarily here in its form because of Adam Robinson, and we thank him so much. And we love the Robinson family and Robinson and Fuller Mortuary. So thank you so very much for your continued support of the center. And so we're getting close to the end, Lindsay.
Yes,
and
we are.
It's been a
We
lot
are
of fun.
indeed.
And
It has been
I'll tell you
fun.
that the donations have really been coming in tonight. Everybody's really getting involved and being a part of this, and it's been a lot of fun. Just standing up here with you tonight and doing it last night, and maybe we can start doing this every year. I don't know.
I think it would be fun. I'm enjoying myself, but then again, I'm kind of a diva and love to be the center of attention every now and again. So
Go on.
No,
Really?
stop it.
Well, listen, before we go into the last segment, would like to thank everyone that's been involved with this tonight. As Dr. Miller said earlier, it's been something that was pulled together by a team, and it always takes a team here at the Arts and Science Center. And when everybody comes together, it turns out great. And I hope that you would agree with me and let us know by calling in a donation. And our number is 870-536-3375. And so our last segment, Lindsay, we have a wonderful testimonial from a Miss Joanna Gleason, a Tony Award-winning
performer, Joanna Gleason. For those of you who are not familiar with the name, she originated the role of the baker's wife in Stephen Sondheim's Into the Woods. And she played Rachel's boss on Friends. And she's done countless she's really big in theater. And so I reached out and wanted to get her opinion on what the arts and how the arts affect our lives and how important they are to support facilities specifically like ours that are so ingrained in our community, and the need for memberships and the need for donations to keep thriving and sharing. And she really, I was really pleased and excited to have her kind words that she's going to share with us here in just a few. I think it's wonderful to
And
have
it's also so important to remind folks how important an arts and science center is to a community. A community theater like this, you don't find this everywhere. I promise you, this is not in every small town in America. What we have here is, it's over the top, and a lot of people don't really realize that, but this is exceptional.
It
and
is.
I've been involved over the years with other boards and worked in the community, and I know that when businesses are going out and they are trying to get people to come here, if they're trying to hire someone from out of state, one of the questions, I promise you this is true, they ask, well, do you have a museum? Do you have a theater? They ask that question, and we can say yes. And not only can we say yes, we can say we are a nationally accredited museum, which is something extremely important, and we're very, very proud of it. So remember how important this place is. It's not just here to let guys like me and Lindsay get up here and absorb all the spotlight and
which we have no problem doing.
Absolutely. That's just a small part of it. So honestly, it's extremely important that you're involved and that you become a member, and we hope that you'll keep supporting us as you have for 52 years. So if you're ready.
Do what? Oh.
One more donation.
Oh,
all right.
excellent. Actually, we have two.
Two? Oh, wonderful. A $300 donation in the memory of Adam Robinson.
That's wonderful.
Absolutely wonderful.
That's great. We also got a donation in the name of Rory Lake from Nana and Papa.
How sweet.
So sweet. And if you don't know, Rory Lake is Kayla's daughter, who we can all say was born here. She literally came to the Arts and Science Center before she went home from the hospital.
I'll be darned.
And if you have not seen it on our YouTube page, since you're on here for our live, go through and look at some of our videos. We've got some great storybook videos and some other things, but there is a promo for the telethon. And Rory is like the spokesperson for ASC. It is absolutely precious. So thank you, Nana and Papa, for that donation in Rory's name.
Any other donations we need to announce? Sandra Fisher called in a donation. Thank you, Sandra.
Thanks, Sandra.
So I guess we're ready for the last segment here.
I think so.
You're going to see some wonderful testimonials again. The testimonial from Joanna Gleason, and at the end of that, you're going to see a fantastic compilation that involves some amazing singers, and our own Farron Wilson is going to be directing, and I think you'll really enjoy that. And when we finish that, we'll come back, we'll wrap it up, and say goodnight. So enjoy this.
Hi there, it's Joanna Gleason. First of all, I want to give a shout out to Lindsay Collins from the Arts and Science Center for having her heart in the right place. All of you who keep the arts alive, especially at a time like this. This is how we communicate with each other. This is how we get through tough times. Art is uplifting. Art doesn't know any strata or class divisions or anything. Art reaches you because it's human to human. I urge you to support them, and you have my congratulations and best wishes going forward.
Hi, my name is Christian Fizel. I would like to say that the Arts and Science Center of Pine Bluff, Arkansas has a special place in my heart. During a very hard time in my life, they were there and opened their doors to me and my talents, and they were an incredible impact in my life. Special thanks to musical director Farron Wilson, and also to Helen Campbell, who opened her house up to me. They had a tremendous impact in my life, and I know they are having impacts in other artists' lives, as well as the audience members and the entire community there. I hope you will continue to support them and know that they are a positive influence and they are making an impact artistically and emotionally in people's lives. Thank you very much. Arts and Science Center of Pine Bluff, Arkansas.
Hi, I'm Craig Wilson. I'm thankful to be coming out in support of the Southeast Arkansas Arts and Science Center, and thank you for doing so as well. It's where I cut my teeth on the stage. I think my first show was at the old firehouse. Godspell was the last show there. I was in one of the first shows at the Catherine M. Bellamy Theater, Sound of Music, and I've done numerous shows there, including my last show, which was Chicago about 15 years ago. I'm thankful to have had some of the support of some of my mentors, including Adam Robinson and Galen Colbert and Tanya Simpson and others, as well as being able to perform on stage with some of my great friends and my family. Rick Wilson, who's my dad, and Tiffany Watson-Lowry, who's been in several shows recently. I want to thank you for your support. Continue to support the arts. These are hard times, and they need you.
One day more, another day, another destiny. this never-ending road to Calvary. These men who seem to know my crime will surely come a second time, one day more.
I did not live until today. How can I live when we are parted?
One day more,
you'll be worlds away, and yet with you my world has soared.
One more day on my own.
Will we ever meet again?
One more day with him not caring.
I would want to be with you.
What a life I might have known.
And I swear I will be true.
But he never saw me there.
One more day before the snow, I follow where she goes. At the barricades of freedom, shall I join my brothers there? When our ranks begin to fall, do I stay and do I dare? Will you take your place with me? The time is here. One more day to revolution. We will nip it in the bud. We'll be ready for these scopas. They will wet themselves.
one day more.
Watch them run amok, catch them as they fall. Never know your luck when there's a free-for-all. Here a little dip, there a little touch. Most of them are goners, so they won't miss much.
One day to raise the flag of freedom high. Every man will be a king. Every man will be a king. There's a new world to be. There's a new world to be won. To hear the people sing. My place is here. I fight with you.
One day more. Catch them as they fall. Here a little dip, there a little touch. One day more. Watch them run amok, catch them as they fall. Never know your luck when there's a
One more dawn, one more day, one day
That was fantastic. You have no idea how hard it was to put that together. Lindsay did it, and those were some fantastically talented individuals. They've all been a part of the Arts and Science Center here. Mr. Farron Wilson, I have to tell you, he is the best musical director in the business. I promise you, we have him right here in Pine Bluff, and he's such a treasure. But Lindsay, thank you for putting that together. That was so neat.
Thank you. It was fun. I wanted to make sure that I tapped in. And these people, I need to really mention that that group is scattered throughout the United States. I mean, there's someone from Florida. There's somebody from Boston. There's Northeast Arkansas. I mean, it's from all over. And I think that it really, really showcases, A, that the arts can bring people together no matter the distance between them, but also the homegrown talent that has come from this facility in particular is unmatched, I think, personally.
I would have to agree with that. So as we end tonight, we want to say thank you. Thank you for being a part of this telethon. Thank you for calling in your donations. We've raised some great money. And we have another donation before we go on.
Kurt. He did.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tell him.
What is the? There was just a donation that was put in honor of Kurt Owens, who was 18 or 19 years old when he directed our production of Chicago. I had the
And
pleasure.
it was fantastic. The
He
show
was
fantastic.
amazing, and I had the pleasure. My very first production here was directed by Kurt Owens, and I thought he was an old. I mean, I'm not saying he looked old or anything, but I thought he was an old man because he was an old soul, and he's just absolutely amazing. And went on and does this for a living now. And I think that he. Thank you, Curtis, for being awesome. I'll call you Curdy Bird till the day I die. And thank you to that donation in his honor.
Oh,
I think that's great.
absolutely. Is there a count on the number of times I've said fantastic tonight?
Oh, I don't know, but that's one of my favorites.
Yeah, it's a good word.
I say awesome a lot.
Because it
fantastic word.
just sums up what is here in Pine Bluff, what this Arts and Science Center is all about. And again, it's been a lot of fun. We want to say thank you to the individuals that are answering the phones for us. Did a great job. And so that's it. That's all we have for you. We're going to wrap it up. Again, we'd like for you to like us on Facebook and
in our Instagram, ASC701. Like us on our Facebook at ASC701. At ASC701. I'm not cool with. I'm not hip with
You're
everything.
like a millennial. How
I
do
know.
you
I don't
know?
even have an Instagram.
Okay.
And $100
yes.
donation.
$100 donation for Farron Wilson.
Wilson.
How about that?
That's wonderful.
So hopefully the calls will still keep coming in, and you can always go online at any time and make a donation. We'll love you for it. And hopefully the next time I'm talking to you, it'll be live in this theater, and you're in the seats, and you'll be enjoying some more fantastic programming and theater here in Pine Bluff, Arkansas at the Arts and Science Center for Southeast Arkansas. On behalf of everyone here, the staff, the executive director, the board of director, and Lindsay, thank you so much, and good night.